As we edge closer to the European Championships, the question on everybody's lips is, can Belgium win Euro 2020? In this video, we're going to see just how far they can go in this summer's spectacular. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today, it's all about Euro 2020 as we take a look at a nation's hopes of the tournament this summer. We'll see just how far they get, of course, in my eyes, when the tournament kicks off in June. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of course, we'll take a shout out to the VIPs, the patrons behind the scenes. Thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate that, guys. And of course, if you want to join yourselves, check out the links down below, patreon.com/. But today, it's all about Belgium. That's right, boys and girls, and hopefully at the end of this video we're going to answer two simple questions. Can Belgium win the Euros? And of course, will they win the Euros? Well, we'll hopefully give you those answers in not too short a time. Let's get into it, of course, and take a look at how the Belgians got there, of course. Yes, indeed, they did actually win Group I quite convincingly, in fact. No one was even in doubt. 10 for 10 for them, 100% record with a massive goal difference of 37. Just conceding 3 goals over the course of the qualifying campaign. Big 6-1 wins, 9-0 wins, of course, against San Marino. Poor buggers there. They sealed the deal early doors as well, back in the 10th of October 2019. They've been waiting a while now to get themselves up and at them in the old Euros. This will be their 6th European Championships, of course. 1972, 1980, 84, 2000, 2016. With their best ever performance was, of course, back in 1980. That's right, as they finished as runners-up. Kicking off forward, their manager these days still is Roberto Martinez, and of course they are ranked first in the world by, of course, the FIFA rankings as of February 2021. Of course, the captain these days is, of course, Eden Hazard. Has been out injured for the best part of a year. Quite miserable times for them. But their best player, though, is Kevin De Bruyne at the moment. Of course, it is a debate. It is a debate. You could even say Lukaku's their best player. They've got a really good couple of goalkeepers as well, with Thibaut Courtois or Courtois, Tielemans as well. They've got Karasako. They've got Thorgan Hazard. They've got some really, really good. It is a golden generation for Belgium, and they'll fancy their chances to do it. But can they actually do it? They flattered to deceive in the last Euros. They flattered to deceive in the World Cups as well last time around. But can they finally break? Realize their goal, their potential, their ambition? Because being ranked number 1 and not delivering is a bit of a letdown. And, would you put the finger at Roberto Martinez if it was a bit of a flop? Potentially, of course. He's always been constantly linked with jobs back in, of course, club management. But, of course, as the tournament's getting closer, I don't think he's going to go anywhere near that for the time. And again, with the World Cup not too long away either, you'd fancy him sticking around to that. Anyway, let's take a look at, of course, their record against all the other nations then, shall we? Of course, they were top honours, weren't they? Top billing, of course, the best of the whole shebang, finishing top banana. Level on points with Italy, of course. Better goal difference, though, severely better goal difference as well. England not too far away either in the top ranked nation. Let's take a look at their passage, hopefully for them, to the older latter stages of the Euros. Of course, they are in Group B, in a very, very difficult Group B, with, of course, 2 host nations, Danes and, of course, Russia. If fans are allowed back in the stands, they'll have a bit of extra vocal support. As for their matches, they'll kick it all off with a match against Russia on the 12th of June before they take on, of course, the Danes on the 17th of June, before wrapping it up with a match against the Finns. Of course, they'll fancy their chances, I'm pretty sure of it. The Belgians will be based in Belgium, of course. I don't know why they're based in Belgium, but they're going to be based in Belgium anyway. They're not one of the ranked nations, although they're not one of the host nations, so I don't know. Regardless, I guess it's a good HQ. It's not far to travel to some nations, but anyway, base camp will be Belgium for them. To Buzi, wherever that is, over in, of course, their homeland. Of course, let's take a look at the key match. The key match for me is against the Finns. You could lose against Russia, you could lose against the Danes, but you must beat the Finns. I do believe the Belgians will come out comfortably out of this group. If I'm all honest, I think the vast majority of us see the same sort of verdict, that they'll come out top of this group. But if they were to have a nightmare, in one of those other games, they should not have the nightmare against the Finns. They must. If they beat the Finns, then guess what? They've already got 1 foot into the next stages. Of course, they'll likely pick up a point in any of the other games against Russia or, of course, Denmark. But win against the Finns and you're halfway there. Let's take a look at, of course, the odds of Belgium to qualify. 50-1 on stone cold favourites to, of course, qualify. As for to win the thing, 11-2. They are one of the favourites alongside, I think, the likes of England and stuff. So yes, realistically, can Belgium win the Euros? Of course they bloody can. But will they win the Euros? That's the question. Well, you know what? I don't think they will. I think they've got a lot of the key ingredients. Of course, their record recently in qualifying campaign is phenomenal. But they've got a bit of an England kind of jinx about them. You know what I mean? When push comes to shove, they'll fail to deliver on the grand stage. Maybe it's not the personnel on the pitch, but maybe it's the personnel in the dugout. Maybe they need a bit more inspiration coming from the touchlines, and of course a different kind of manager. Where do I think though Belgium will finish in this summer's Euros? I think they'll make it to the quarterfinals, and that's where the tournament will end for, of course, the Belgians. And again, if they do finish in the quarterfinals, I think Roberto Martinez has to step down. I don't think they would want to have him at the helm for the World Cup when it's another great chance for these bunch of boys to go on and win the big thing, the main daddy-o when they take on, of course, the rest of the world and in Qatar. But anyway, that's what I think. Of course, the quarterfinals for me. Let me know what you think about Belgium's chances in the Euros in the comment section. There you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitch, and I'm even on Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. Again, we'll be covering the tournament extensively over the summer. Of course, we've got watch-alongs, previews, predictions, of course, all of that stuff, and many, many more. So make sure you, of course, smash your subscribe. And while you're at it, give the video a big old fat thumbs up. Again, I'll see you all very soon for another one tomorrow. Until then, well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it, of course. We'll have exclusive coverage for Euro 2020 over on the channel. Of course, we'll have match previews, match reviews, of course, watch-alongs and all kinds of stuff, including predictions as well. No. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. If you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, check out the description. I'm on Twitter, Twitch. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, if you agree or disagree, let me know your opinions out in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, make sure you check out the description. I've got links to my other social media platforms are on there. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, on Twitch as well. And if you want to check me out at Patreon, you can check that out as well. Also, exclusive and extensive coverage of Euro 2020 this summer on the channel. We'll have, of course, previews. We'll have predictions, of course, watch-alongs as well. And, of course, we might even get a reappearance of Cass, the predicting cat, the real cat, not Digi-Cass. But, of course, lots of stuff on the channel. So make sure you give the video a big old fat thumbs up while you're at it, and of course make sure you smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you all very soon for another one. Until then, I'm out.